and express our gratitude for your presence at the reception on the occasion of the National Day of the Russian Federation.
Hadirin sekalian, kami mohon perhatiannya karena kita akan mendengarkan lagu kebangsaan Republik Indonesia dan Federasi Rusia yang dibawakan oleh Ibu Vetalia Pribadi, soprano, lulusan Konservatorium Universitas Melbourne, pemenang pertama Ananda Sukarlan Award tahun 2023. Diiringi oleh pianist Abang Jonathan Wibowo, lulusan Gnesin Russian Academy tahun 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to request your kind attention as we are going to listen to the national anthems of the Republic of Indonesia and the Russian Federation performed by Madam Vetalia Pribadi, soprano, first winner of Ananda Sukarlan Award 2023, accompanied by pianist Mr. Jonathan Wibowo, graduate of Gnesin Russian Academy, year 2022.
Indonesia, kebangsaanku, bangsa dan tanah
sekarang kami ingin mengundang yang mulia Ibu Lyudmila Georgievna Vorobieva, Duta Besar Federasi Rusia untuk Republik Indonesia, untuk naik ke atas panggung dan menyampaikan sambutannya.
Now we would like to invite Her Excellency Madam Lyudmila Georgievna Vorobieva, Ambassador of the Russian Federation to the Republic of Indonesia, to come up to the stage and deliver her welcoming remarks.
Mr. Budi Gunadi Sadikin, Minister of Health of the Republic of Indonesia. Your Excellency Mr. Teten Mazduki, Minister of Cooperatives and Small and Medium Enterprises of the Republic of Indonesia. His Eminence Pitirim, the Bishop of Jakarta, Russian Orthodox Church. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. It's indeed a pleasure and honor to welcome you all at the reception on the occasion of Day of Russia. We are celebrating the unity and the strength of our country, which is one of the main players on the global arena and whose people is looking into the future with confidence and pride. Your Excellency, Mr. Sultan Najimuddin, Deputy Chairman of the House of the Regional Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia, welcome. Russia and Indonesia have a long history of successful cooperation, traditionally based on principles of friendship, mutual understanding, and trustworthy dialogue. It's no exaggeration to say that our partnership has already reached the level of strategic dialogue, which is only left to be formalized by signing a relevant declaration. Since the 50s until today, Indonesia has remained one of our key partners in Southeast Asia and Asia-Pacific region. We enjoy an active political dialogue, which includes close contacts between our leaders, strong parliamentary and ministerial interaction. Russian leadership highly appreciates the current status of our bilateral relations, which have progressed even more following the visit of President. Despite the present geopolitical situation and the negative impact on the world economy caused by Western sanctions on Russia, our trade volume with Indonesia has increased by 40% last year. Both countries continue to build closer social, educational, and cultural dialogue and are aiming at working together on joint infrastructure projects in various areas, including energy, transportation, healthcare, and information technologies. Our interaction within multilateral organization is steadily developing. Using this opportunity, I would like to once again congratulate our Indonesian friends on successful presidency of Indonesia in G20 last year and wish them same success as ASEAN chair this year. We welcome the development of humanitarian ties, sister city contacts between Moscow and Jakarta, as well as between our other cities of Russia and Indonesia. As you know, on March 10, 2021, the monument to Yuri Gagarin, the first man who flew to space, was inaugurated in Taman Mataram, South Jakarta. And it's a great pleasure for me to announce that in the nearest future, the monument of the first president of Indonesia, Sukarlan, will be established in Moscow. I am confident that the traditions of friendship and mutual understanding, tested by decades to create necessary conditions for further expansion of our cooperation. We are genuinely happy to celebrate this day with our friends who gathered today and hope that you will enjoy the receptions. Now, I would like to read you two pantoums that they were especially created for this event today, and they are in Indonesian, of course. Antara Moskow dan Jakarta, kita jatuh cinta. Dari Bung Karno dan Nikita Khrushchev sampai Vladimir Putin dan Joko Widodo. Persahabatan sejati kan iku ingat selamanya. antara Rusia dan Indonesia. Guru Camar terbang, bermain di dunia air. Para teman berkumpul di ruangan ini, kemesraan kita janganlah pernah berlalu. Hatiku damai, jiwaku tentram bersamamu. Have a great evening and enjoy this reception. And I would like also to say a few words in Russian for my compatriots here. Дорогие друзья, от всей души поздравляю вас с Днем России. В этот день мы вспоминаем о том, что наша великая страна никогда не сгибалась под натиском врагов, мужественно преодолевая все трудности и преграды. Я хочу вновь процитировать слова российского гимна. «Нам силы дает наша верность отчизне. Будем и дальше черпать уверенность в будущем, в любви к Родине. Мы побеждали всегда, победим и сейчас. Ура!» Terima kasih. Thank you. Спасибо.
Ya, selanjutnya kami ingin mengundang Yang Mulia Bapak Evgeny Timofeyevich Zagaynov, Duta Besar Federasi Rusia untuk ASEAN, untuk menyampaikan kata sambutannya.
We would like to invite His Excellency Mr. Evgeny Timofeyevich Zagaynov, Ambassador of the Russian Federation to ASEAN, to deliver his welcoming remarks.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. In diplomatic practice, quite often the lengthiest statements begin with the words, "I will be brief." But I will be brief indeed because first I'm speaking after the very bright and very emotional remarks of Madam Ambassador, and second, nothing spoils a reception more than a host's long speech. I would also like to warmly welcome you at this reception. It is wonderful that today so many friends have been able to join us in celebrating the rich history, vibrant culture and remarkable achievement of peoples of Russia. Their contributions to the world, science, literature and arts that will not fade away under any circumstances. As you know, our nation has already weathered challenges and overcome adversities, and it always will. Today we are also celebrating the strong bonds of camaraderie and cooperation with our friends all over the world, with our friends from Indonesia and the countries of Southeast Asia. Fostering ties with the countries of the region. The goal of fostering the ties with the countries of the region has consistently been among the priorities of the foreign policy of the new Russia. Back in 1991, the first official contact between the Russian Federation and ASEAN took place, and in 1996 we became dialogue partners. Since then we have come a very long way. Our cooperation has been growing stronger and has been embracing new areas. This year marks the 5th anniversary of our strategic partnership with ASEAN. We value it greatly. And of course, it added a very important feature to our relations with Indonesia as the host country of the ASEAN Secretariat and the epicentrum of the epicentrum, especially this year. Though the journeys of our countries to their statehood were different, they have also a lot of common. In particular, the aspirations for being sovereign and independent members of the international community, having equal rights and obligations with others, not being subordinate to any external will. These are also the values that we celebrate on our National Day. Thank you very much once again for coming, and enjoy the evening. Terima kasih.
sekarang kami ingin mengundang Yang Mulia Bapak Budi Gunadi Sadikin, Menteri Kesehatan Republik Indonesia.
Now, we would like to kindly invite His Excellency Mr. Budi Sadikin, Minister of Health of the Republic of Indonesia, to deliver his welcoming remarks.
Your Excellency, Ambassador of Russian Federation to the Republic of Indonesia, my friend Pak Aswar Anas, and also distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I came here because I was asked by Pak Aswar Anas, the Minister of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform, because Pak Mahfud MD, the coordinating ministers, are flying outside of the city, and he asked Pak Aswar Anas to choose one minister to replace him. And I was informed by Pak Aswar Anas, maybe I am the right person to replace Pak Mahfud. Ladies and gentlemen, when I heard the piano, because I used to play piano and I used to play chess when I was young. So there are two Russian names that I can recall. The first one is Tchaikovsky, and the second one is Garry Kasparov. So what I would like to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, that two countries have formal diplomatic relationships. We have ambassadors, we have state ministers that visit each other. But what is actually stronger than diplomatic relationship is the realities that most of you are not only diplomatic person. I believe most of you here are a business person, because we do also, two countries have a business relationship. And I can tell you, sometimes two countries doesn't have a diplomatic relationship, but they do still have a business relationship. So it is actually shows a stronger type of relationship between two countries. And what I've been sharing with you is a social relationship. Even at the time, I don't know anything about diplomatic relationship between Indonesia and Russia. I don't know anything about business relationship between Indonesia and Russia. But I know Tchaikovsky, I know Garry Kasparov. It shows that it's not only at a formal level of Indonesian government to government, but the relationship between Russian as a nation and Indonesia as a nation has already been established at an emotional level, deeply at the grassroots of our people's heart and mind. So on behalf of the Indonesian people and the Indonesian government, I would like to congratulate Russian's government, for this event, the 71st anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic relationship between Indonesia and Russia. We have seen many achievements, both in economic relationship, political relationship, that we believe that we should continue in the future. I don't want to stay long here and hold you for the nice dinner that we will have. But I would like to close with a story as the Minister of Health. Yesterday I just came to a hospital called Rumah Sakit Persahabatan. Rumah Sakit Persahabatan is one example among other wonderful fruit of the relationship between Russia and Indonesia, because in 1963 the construction of this hospital is finished through the assistance of the Soviet government and was led by the Soviet engineers for 3 years. When I talked to the senior doctors in Rumah Sakit Persahabatan, they mentioned that even some of the Russian doctors and nurses already also worked there in 1960s. And for your information, our Russian colleagues, these hospitals play a key role when COVID-19 came last year. This is one of the center of infectious diseases hospital, and it was built and supported by our friend from Russia. So let me close this. So every nation would like to move forward. But somebody gave me this advice. If you want to move fast, then you can go alone. But if you want to move far, then you have to go together. Thank you. Good evening.
Sekarang kami ingin mengundang Yang Mulia Nyonya Lyudmila Georgievna Vorobieva, Yang Mulia Bapak Evgeny Timofeyevich Zagaynov, dan Yang Mulia Bapak Budi Gunadi Sadikin, Yang Mulia Sultan Ikhtiar Najumuddin, dan Yang Mulia Abdullah Azwar Anas.
Now we would like to kindly invite to come up to the stage Her Excellency Ms. Lyudmila Vorobieva, His Excellency Mr. Evgeny Zagaynov, His Excellency Mr. Budi Sadikin, His Excellency Mr. Abdullah Azwar Anas, dan His Excellency Sultan Ikhtiar Najumuddin.
Permisi Ibu, permisi.
Sekarang kami ingin mengajak Anda untuk menikmati acara budaya pada malam ini yang diawali dengan pertunjukan tradisional Betawi oleh Abang dan Noni Jakarta Timur. Selamat menyaksikan.
Kecilin Bang.
Berikutnya Anda akan mendengarkan lagu A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes yang dibawakan dalam bahasa Rusia oleh Tarapti, Ikhtiar, Rinrin, Duta Muda, Organisasi Kerjasama Islam Kazan untuk Budaya dan Seni Islam tahun 2022. Selamat menikmati.
Now, you will hear a song A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, performed in Russian by Miss Tarapti Rinrin, Kazan OAC Youth Young Ambassador of the Islamic Culture and Art of the year 2022.
Apa nih?
Wine. Aku boleh minta tolong fotoin nggak sebentar? Selaku aku alma mater Indonesia.
Rusia dan Indonesia memiliki hubungan bilateral yang kuat dan telah berlangsung lama. Selanjutnya, Anda akan mendengar lagu yang benar-benar menyatukan dua negara ini secara geografis dan jauh ini. Hadirin sekalian.
What is your perspective, your view on Indonesia and Russia relations for these past 60 years?
Well, we've been enjoying very good relations in the 60s when President Sukarlan visited our country several times. And since then, our relation was very close and based on friendship and mutual understanding. We enjoy a very good dialogue. Our two leaders have met last year. They've spoke on the phone. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs meet on a regular basis. We have Indonesian students who are studying in Russia, around 800 people. We have more and more tourists coming to Bali, and not only Bali, of course, because Indonesia is a beautiful country. There are so many places to see, and we share similar views on what is happening in the world. So I'm sure that our relations will get stronger in the future.
What is the next biggest plan between Russia and Indonesia?
Well, we have many plans, but on an economic side, we're working on the free trade agreement between Indonesia and the Eurasian Economic Union, because Russia is part of the Eurasian Economic Union. When it will be completed, it will give a great boost to our trade and economic relations.
Jadi memang banyak bangunan-bangunan di Indonesia itu dibangun oleh engineer Rusia. Satu yang saya dengar ya, ini mesti di double check. Stadion utama Senayan itu yang bangun dari Rusia. Ya. Buat saya sebagai Menteri Kesehatan, itu rumah sakit persahabatan itu dibangun oleh engineer Rusia. Dan kemarin saya baru datang dari sana, ada profesor yang paling senior bilang bahwa dulu ada tuh dokter Rusia, perawat Rusia yang hadir di sana. Waktu itu dibangun untuk infectious disease karena harus ada tembok khusus, pintu khusus, saringan khusus. Yang punya teknologi itu kan nggak banyak. Jadi akhirnya teman-teman dari Rusia bantu. Dan Ibu Dubes selalu ke sana setiap tahun untuk ngelihat ke rumah sakit persahabatan. Cuma sekarang dia bangun gedung utama, masih ada tuh jadi heritage building. Sekarang kita bangun gedung dua tower yang tinggi. Jadi next time Ibu datang dia akan lihat bahwa towernya udah tumbuh.
Kalau kerjasama ke depan yang priority bidang kesehatan apa nih? Apa vaksin atau apa?
Rusia itu teknologinya maju, ya. Kemarin vaksinnya, cuma memang datangnya agak telat ya. Jadi kita sudah kontrak dengan vaksin-vaksin yang lain. Tapi juga pengobatannya itu maju. Ya. Dokter-dokter kita yang belajar di Rusia tuh lumayan banyak, dan kita kurang agresif mengejar hubungan antara dunia kesehatan kita dengan Rusia.
Kayaknya ada stigma yang kurang gitu ya Pak ya.
Saya sih nggak merasa begitu ya.
Iya, nggak masyarakat maksudnya.
Kalau aku sih senang Rusia karena itu tadi. Saya dulu main piano, saya ingat Tchaikovsky kan. Saya senang catur tuh Garry Kasparov itu kan one of the brightest ini kan. Bobby Fischer ada satu lawannya tuh saya lupa tuh sebelum Garry Kasparov tuh jago juga ya. Jadi memang nama Rusia tuh seperti saya bilang tadi bukan hanya dekat secara formal hubungan diplomatik antar negara ya, tetapi secara formal bisnis ke bisnis banyak tadi orang. Tapi buat saya paling penting secara informal hati ke hati itu ada. Jadi hubungan budaya itu kan hati ke hati kan. Orang senang musik Rusia, senang sama pemain caturnya, senang sama sepak bolanya. Itu lebih fundamental menurut aku dibangun sebagai hubungan antar dua bangsa. Gitu. Kalau diplomatik kan sangat formal. Orang nggak punya hubungan diplomatik bisa punya hubungan bisnis. Yang lebih hebat lagi orang nggak punya hubungan diplomatik, nggak punya hubungan bisnis, bisa punya hubungan emosional kan. Senang lagunya, senang masakannya, senang pemain caturnya. Nah itu menurut saya kualitas hubungan yang paling bermakna sih.
Rusia punya sejarah panjang ya dengan Indonesia, baik dari sisi kerjasama teknologi maupun budaya dan juga kerjasama di sektor ilmu pengetahuan. Bahkan dari sisi keagamaan juga punya sejarah yang cukup panjang ketika zaman Bung Karno, di mana ketika waktu itu Bung Karno akan kerjasama dengan Rusia, Bung Karno meminta ditemukan makam Imam Bukhari misalnya. Dan luar biasa waktu itu Khrushchev ya. Kemudian memerintahkan KGB mencari makam Imam Bukhari yang ada di Bukhara. Sekarang itu di sekitar salah satu daerah yang di Uzbekistan ya. Dan sejak itulah hubungan Indonesia dengan Rusia juga semakin meningkat. Bahkan nama Bung Karno juga di Rusia tadi diceritakan juga cukup dikenal, termasuk juga sejarah Masjid Biru dan lain-lain. Jadi ini ada sejarah yang cukup panjang. Bahkan di awal-awal kemerdekaan kapal selam yang paling canggih itu dimiliki Indonesia, salah satunya adalah juga teknologi dari Rusia. Jadi ini punya sejarah panjang dengan Rusia. Dan
Pak Menteri ke depannya yang penting apa nih? Kerjasama di bidang apa yang harus lebih diprioritaskan?
Iya. Kerjasama dengan Rusia tentu mulai dari sisi teknologi, kemudian juga kerjasama yang lain yang secara diplomatik cukup baik hubungan antara Indonesia dengan Rusia.
Untuk saya tentu Rusia kan dulu waktu saya Menteri KKP diminta oleh Pak Jokowi juga sebagai special envoy Menteri untuk Rusia. Jadi ya saya sangat waktu itu agak lumayan terlibat dengan urusan Rusia. Bahkan waktu itu saya diberi hadiah oleh Menteri Luar Negeri dan Perdagangannya Rusia, dikirim penari balet dari sana 90 penari di Kempinski waktu itu. Jadi selain ya Rusia negara besar. Ya, kita harus bekerja sama dengan dunia internasional. Rusia ya salah satu partner besar yang pasti banyak yang bisa dilakukan bersama. Rusia pasar yang besar juga untuk produk-produk Indonesia sebetulnya. Ya, pesawat ya. Saya ada satu pesawat LED buatan Czech, tapi katanya pemiliknya orang Rusia.
Oke, jadi pertama kita ucapkan selamat ulang tahun atau selamat Hari Nasional Rusia. Harapan yang jelas hubungan baik kita yang masa lalu itu yang sedemikian akrab, demikian membuat Indonesia berjaya dan terkuat di bagian selatan itu dapat diwujudkan lagi. Yang kedua, Indonesia bisa melihat dari perang Ukraina dan Rusia bagaimana Rusia itu mewujudkan betul apa pesan Bung Karno tentang negara yang berdikari. Jadi, so we have to learn a lot from Russia, and of course, I believe Russia will learn a lot as well from us gitu. Jadi, sekali lagi selamat Hari Nasional Rusia dan ura!
Halo, saya Melitina Tekwalu as a director at ASV mengucapkan Happy National Day of Russia. Pada kesempatan ini kami dipercayakan untuk meliput kegiatan National Day tersebut. Semoga jalinan kerjasama ini dapat terus berlanjut dan kita tumbuh dan berkembang bersama.
Oke, sebenarnya aku cukup senang banget. Ini kita ketemu semua alumni yang pernah kuliah di Rusia. Dan aku juga cukup bangga ya, banyak lulusan-lulusan Rusia yang memang sekarang pekerjaannya oke-oke nih gitu. Jadi aku bangga banget sih sama mereka yang lulusan kuliah di Rusia gitu.
Oke. Nah, kira-kira ada nggak mungkin culture dari Rusia yang bisa dikenalkan lagi di Indonesia yang mungkin sekarang belum terlalu dilihat?
Mungkin makanannya sih. Soalnya aku ngelihat memang selama aku kuliah di Rusia, itu makanannya emang ya menurut kita nggak cocok di lidah Indonesia ya gitu. Tapi ketika mereka masak di sini di Jakarta, itu ternyata makanannya enak-enak gitu. Aku akuin gitu. Jadi menurutku kalian harus coba makan makanan yang makan Rusia, itu diterapin di Indonesia tuh kayak keren banget.